Good afternoon, students. Am I audible?
Audible? Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's start our class. So today we'll see concrete mix design as per IS 1026 to 2009. Okay, this is an Indian standard code for concrete mix design. So we discussed about mix design in our last class. There are different methods in the world as per American standard, and there are more methods. But we used to follow our Indian code. Okay, and concrete mix design means determination of the proportion of the concrete ingredients, which is cement, water, fine aggregates, coarse aggregate, which would produce concrete possessing specified properties such as workability, strength, and durability, maximum overall economy. So basically, in concrete mix design, we proportionate. We used to find the amount proportion of concrete. Sorry, proportion of cement, fine aggregate, coarse aggregate, and how much water should we add to get a concrete which is more workable. It should have a good strength and it should be durable. Okay, these were the mixes we discussed. Nominal mixes, standard mixes, and design mixes. So nominal mixes are of fixed cement aggregate ratio, occur simply and under normal circumstances, have a margin of strength above that specified. And standard mixes are M10, M5, M10, M15 till M20. From M25, M25, you can take some at some places M25 is also take as a standard mixes, but in definition wise M25 and above then M25 are considered as design mixes. So for these mixes M10, M15, M20 proportion of cement, fine aggregate and coarse aggregate is your fixed, you can say. Okay, and for from M25 to above mixes you won't get the proportion. You have to design by your specifications. Okay, these mixes, the performance of the concrete is specified by the designer, but the mix proportion are determined by the producer of concrete, except that is design. When we design the proportion, it is called as design mixes. So these were different methods. We will follow IS method. Okay, these were the data required. What type of cement, what is the size of aggregate, we have to find out the cement content, water cement ratio. So we'll see a numerical, we'll design a proportion, then it will be more clear. Okay, okay, so the first step you can write also in your copy. You can take out your IS 456 if you have, and you can start also writing in your copy if you want. So the first step will be target mean strength. This is the first step where you'll find the what should be your target. Uh, FCK is your nothing but M30. Suppose given you have been asked to mix design for M30, so your FCK will be your characteristic strength of concrete. FCK is characteristic, or you can say target means, yeah, FCK is your character compressive strength of concrete at 28 days. Suppose you have been asked to find out the mix. You have been asked to mix design for 150. So your FCK will be 50. Okay, understood or not? Suppose you have been asked to give the proportion for M70. So your FCK will be 70. Okay. The first drive, how much target mean strength. So it has a formula of Ft equals to Fck plus K into S. Now K will be it will be constant value which has 1.65 as per IS 456,000. So it will be throughout the any calculations of target mean strength, Fck will be 1.65. And there is one more word of term, standard deviation. So from this table 1, you can find out the standard deviation for different grade of concrete. For M10 to 15, generally a standard deviation is 3.5. Though we don't, if they ask you to design a proportion for M10 and 15 with some new specifications, so you have to assume a standard deviation for 3.5. For 20 to 25, you have to take 4. From M30 to M55, you have to take 5. And for above also, you can take 5. As we have been given 30, so we'll go with 5. This is my target mean strength. Okay, 38.25. That means I'm assuming the proportion I'm getting, the proportion I'll get at the end of the mixture. If I make a concrete, if I make a cube of that concrete and test it, I'll get a strength of approx 38.25. Okay, now why this standard deviation has been taken? There is a standard deviation. This is the reason. The above values corresponded to the site control having proper storage of cement, weigh batching of all materials, control addition of water, regular checking for all materials, aggregates, grading, moisture content, and periodical checking of permeability and strength. Where there is a deviation from the above, values given in the above table shall be increased by 1 Newton per mm square. Basically, if there are any deviations from these properties, you have to add this. You have to add increase the deviation from sorry you have to increase the target mean strength by 1 Newton per mm square. So basically just understood that we use standard deviation. There may be some changes when you place the concrete, when you weigh all the materials, maybe cement eroded, okay, it transported in wind. So because of certain reasons we take some deviations, that is S. So understood first step. This is the formula. This is the formula. First step. Just remember the first step. This is the formula. You have been asked to find out the M40. So here you will have to write 40 plus there will be a constant value of 1.65 into standard deviation. And you can get the standard deviation from table number 1 as 456. Okay. Selection of mixed proportion. Okay. The next step will be your selection of water cement ratio. Okay. You have to select. The next step will be selection of water cement ratio. Now, the free water is selected according to 4.1. So, you from based on the workability, these are the conditions you can see. Okay, for workability, degree of workability. Binding concrete, shallow section pavements using pavers, you can use degree for low workable concrete. Mass concrete, lightly reinforced section in slab, beam, walls. For these all conditions, you can use low workability. Slump range is in the range of this 25 to 75. For heavily reinforced section in slab beam walls, you have to use a concrete which has a workability of medium and slump range is this region. For trench fill in situ piling termite concrete, you should use high degree of workability of concrete where slump range varies from 100 to 150. Okay. You can select water cement ratio from table number 5 of IS 456. Remember, you can select water cement ratio from table number 5 of IS 456 or select it from relation between uh, from this curve. These are the conditions of site control. These are the different type of exposure. Okay. So why I have shown you this charts, because these charts will it will come in table number 5. Exposure, free water cement content. What is based on the exposure, you can select cement, you can select the water cement ratio. Okay. Now for from graph, there is a two-way to selection of water cement ratio. From graph you can select, or from table also you can select. For table, you should know what is mild exposure, what is mild exposure, moderate, severe. For that you have to go to this table number 3, IS 456. So considering these conditions, you have to select your environment also. Mostly these exposure conditions will be given in your question. Using graph, what we can do, we suppose our target mean in this question, we got target mean strength of 38.25 like this. Okay, I have to go back to this. Suppose we got target mean strength of 38.25, right? So we have to select 38.25 in the graph. 38.2.5 will be in this, where just you select a straight line where it intersect this curve, just you draw the straight line, cut that line straight. So approx here the water cement ratio is coming as 0.38. This is my one water cement ratio. Next I can find from this table. Okay, the condition was given as moderate exposure. So I'm taking for moderate exposure, my grade of concrete is M30. The maximum water cement ratio you can take zero point 0.5. See, if you go with M30, you have only severe concentration. So you can take maximum water cement ratio of 0.45. Minimum is, okay, for M30 you should have taken, okay, for moderate condition is given. So you can directly check maximum, from minimum grade of concrete is given, and maximum free water cement ratio. For moderate conditions you can take 0.50. So they have taken 0.50. Now based from these two values you have to take minimum value. 0.3 is the minimum value, hence our water cement ratio will be 0.38. So basically water cement ratio you can find from table 5 or from graph, and you have to select the value which is giving you less value. Okay. Now water content. Now water content in the concrete is influenced by aggregate size, what is the shape, texture, workability, water cement ratio, admixture, and environment conditions. You can find out the water content per cubic meter of concrete for nominal maximum size of aggregate. Based on the size of aggregate, there is a maximum water content is given. Okay, maximum nominal size of aggregate is also generally they used to provide. Suppose 20. If I take 20, my maximum water content will be 186. Now you have to add some the other person. Suppose I have been given my nominal maximum size of aggregate of 20. Um, so my maximum water content will be 186. Now this table number 2 is for angular coarse aggregate. Okay, this table number 2 is for angular aggregate coarse. Suppose your aggregate is subangular, you have to minus 10 kg. Suppose you have gravel with some crushed particles, you have to minus 20 kg, and 25 kg for rounded gravel. Slump 25 to 50 increases by 3% for every additional slump. Okay, slump value you have to increase 3% for every additional. This table is for slump range between 25 to 50 concrete. Suppose you have been given 75 slump range. The concrete you are concrete you are getting, if you do a workability test, you should get a slump of 75 So this table is value this table is for slump range of 25 to 50 So I need so suppose I have been given in the question that slump of the concrete should be 75 So what I have to do, I have to increase the percentage of water 3% for every 25 25 mm increase. Understood or not this point? This value, okay, let me add some students. So this value, suppose I have, let me again go back to, suppose, let me explain here. I have been given 20 mm, I have to take nominal maximum size of aggregate is given that you have to take 20 mm. So my water content is 186. Now I have been given that I have to select the, I have been select that the slump of the concrete, final concrete should be 75 mm. But this 186 value is for 25 to 50 mm. Suppose I am taking this 186 for 50 mm. So how much increase in the value of slump? 75 mm. So what I have to do? I have to add 3% of 186 and I'll get a new water content. New water content. 186 plus 3% of 186. Why 3%? Because I have to this value 186 for 25 to 50 mm slump range, but my slump range is 75 mm. So if I take the maximum value also 50 mm, so how much is the increase? 25 increase. And I have been said that for every 25%, this line you will get in the IS code itself. I'm explaining the first part, then we'll move to the actual numerical, then it will be more clear. But you should know for all the basics first, right? So for understood this part, understood. As if you take the maximum slump, I have been given 75, and so for every 25 increase, I have to add 3% of 186. So my now new water content will be 186 plus 3% of 186. Hope this is clear. Now you have to do 5 to 10% for water reducing admixture. Suppose you are adding 5 water reducing admixtures, you have to decrease 5 to 10% of 186 in the total water content, and 20% for superplasticizers. Water reducers at constant workability, the reduction in mixing water is expected to be of the order of 5 to 15%. At constant water cement ratio, it increases workability slump of 30. Okay, this is just the information you should know. How much it increases, how much workability it decreases, what is the function basically of water reducers. So once we have selected the water cement ratio, our next step will be water content. So from table 2 IS 10262 2009, for 20 mm nominal maximum size of aggregate and 25 to 50 mm slump, we got maximum water content of 186 kg per meter cube, right? If we go back to the, again I'm going back to the table number 2. From table number 2, for 20, I have a maximum water content of 186 kg per meter cube. Okay. Now correction for slump in water content. As I explained, according to clause 4.2 IS 456. So for slump is given 100 mm suppose. Now correct water cement ratio for 100 mm slump will be 186 plus 6%. Why 6%? 25 plus 25. This is for if I'm taking for maximum 50 mm and the slump given to me is 100 mm. So how much is the difference? 50. So for every 25% there was an increase in 3%. So 25 plus 25 total will be 6%. So this 186 plus 6% of 186, this will be 6% of 186. So total water content will be 197.16 kg. Now 197 kg of water per meter cube of concrete. Now we will calculate cement content. Once we first our was target mean strength, next water cement ratio, then we calculate the water content. Now we'll calculate the cement content. As we selected, as we know, W by C is water cement ratio, right? We have selected water cement ratio 0.38. We got the water content in the previous step, which was 197. Just placed it, you will get the cement. You just place in this formula, you will get the cement content, which is 518.42 kg per meter cube. Now, from if you go back to the from table number 5, IS 456, Your minimum cement content was 300 kg per meter cube. Table number 5. So please download the IS 456 and 10262. So my cement content, I have selected the maximum free water cement ratio of 0.50. For that, minimum cement content was 300, right? So this was the minimum cement content. I have to select the maximum value. So this one is the maximum. I'll select the maximum cement value, which is 518.42 kg per meter cube. And this is the value of cement per meter cube of concrete. Now, other cementitious metal you can add fly ash, blast furnace, silica fume, nanosilicon, rice husk ash. You can add also these materials, cementitious materials, to increase the strength also. Okay. Estimation of coarse aggregate. Once we have found out the estimation of, we have calculated the cement content, water content. Now we can move to the coarse aggregate part. As nominal maximum size of aggregate was 20, zone will be given to you for which zone you should take the concrete. Suppose they have asked you for zone 2. So for 20 aggregate, you have to select 0.62. This is the volume of coarse aggregate per unit volume of total aggregate. So total aggregate will comprises of fine aggregate plus coarse aggregate, right? So this 0.62 is the ratio of coarse aggregate from the uh, this 0.62 will be part of, suppose total aggregate is 1, there will be some fine aggregate plus this coarse aggregate is your 0.62. Understood or not? Let me change a different color. Suppose my total aggregate is 1 and it is comprised of fine aggregate it is comprises of fine aggregate plus coarse aggregate. Okay. So this ratios will be of coarse aggregate. So if I have for 20 nominal maximum size of aggregate, my coarse aggregate is 0.62. Suppose 0.64. So my coarse aggregate is 0.64. So from here you can find out the fine aggregate. 1 minus 0.64 will be your fine aggregate. Let's see. From table number 3 for zone 3. So they have given a zone 3 of fine aggregate. Maximum size of aggregate was 20 Now volume of Ca per unit volume of total aggregate was 0.642. For 0 point decrease in water cement ratio and increase in coarse aggregate by 0.002, applying correction of 0.04. Okay, there was some corrections given. Table number 3 for water cement ratio of 0.5, proportion may be suitably adjusted for other cement ratio of 0.01 for every change in water cement ratio of 0.005. So let's go back to the table number 3. Okay, where is table number 3? Yes. So this table is for water cement ratio of 0.5. Okay, but we took water cement ratio of 0.38, right? Proportion may be suitably adjusted for water cement ratio of 0.01 for every change in water cement ratio of 0.05. So from 0.5 plus minus 0.38, how much is the difference? 0.12, right? If you just minus 0. 0.38 from 0, so we have a difference of 0.12. It said you have to increase the water cement, there will be some changes for every 0.05. So here, how many 0.05? It will be 2, right? So for 0.1 decrease in water cement ratio and increase of coarse aggregate by 0.02. So this is the correction. You have to add the correction in volume of Ca 0.64 plus 0.024. This is the total volume of Ca. Total aggregate is 1. You can find out the fine aggregate. As I discussed earlier, total aggregate is 1. It will be summation of fine aggregate plus coarse aggregate. If my coarse aggregate is 0.664 plus fine aggregate equals to 1, I can find out the fine aggregate as 1 minus 0.664, which will come 0.336 meter cube. So this is my coarse aggregate, this is my fine aggregate per meter cube. Cement I got 5183 multiplied with the density. Water 197 into 1 into 1000 per 1 meter cube will have 1000 cubic meter. This is the water aggregate ratio of 0.65197, 1 minus a ratio of fine aggregate. This is the total amount of aggregate. See, got water, cement. We have cement plus water plus aggregate as 1. Total will comprises of 1 unit, right? So I got the cement of 0.65 cubic, water as 0.97 cubic meter. I can find the aggregate as 1 minus cement plus water. So the total aggregate is 0.638 cubic meter. From 0.638 cubic meter, there 0.664 is the coarse aggregate. So just multiplied, you will get the coarse aggregate. From 0.638336 is the fine aggregate. So just multiply, you will get the fine aggregate. You get cement, sand, and coarse aggregate. So this is the final quantities in terms of kg. Now you can find out the ratio. Now I got the ratio of 1:1:1.13 to 2.24. This is the proportion I designed for M30 with different specification. In this specification, I have not add super plasticizer, admixtures and all. So you will have corrections for those also. Okay. Hope you have roughly understood about this mix design. In the next class, we'll go for more a simple numerical based on this mix design. Okay. So check the workability of trial mix 1, free from segregation and bleeding. See finishing properties. If not satisfactory, trial mix 2 with varying water and admixture, keeping pre-selected value of water cement ratio. Trial mix 3 and 4 with same water cement content as that of mix 2 but varying water cement ratio. Find relationship between compressive strength and water cement ratio and field trial. So see same batch. So you have made a one batch. You got this proportion. You can find out the strength making cubes and compressive strength test. Then you can make the same mix, but you can change the water content and admixtures. And in the third and fourth, you can change the water cement ratio. You may take we can take 0.38 to 0.5. Okay, let's take 0.4, 0.45. By that, make 4 to 5 different cubes of different trial mix and check the strength. The proportion which will give you the more strength, take that proportions for your design purposes. Okay. Any doubts? Any
Ma'am, what
doubt?
is the syllabus for like section exam?
Syllabus for this mix design. Till this mix. You have exam on construction engineering. When is this exam? You got the timetable?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. When is the construction engineering? Okay, your exam starting from this third, no?
I think four. Four.
No, no. Your exam will start from third. I think on third you have engineering economics exam.
Yes. Same this subject.
My course for construction engineering will be till mix design. Any doubts?
Ma'am, ma'am, can you like share the notes
Yeah,
for
yeah,
the?
yeah, 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 yeah. I
Mm.
always used to. Okay, okay. Anything else about from this? If not, then please write your roll numbers in the chat box. And please don't leave the class till I. For mix design also, you can go through some videos in YouTube. I'll also share, but you can also go through mix design by IS code. Go through those videos. If you don't understand, we'll discuss a new problem in the next class also. But if you go through it once before a class, then it will be more clear. You will be able to relate. Okay, thank you. Those who wrote their roll number, they can leave. See you in the next class, and all the best for the exam.